The city of Portland stands at the threshold of a new economic era, facing opportunity and challenge in equal measure. Investments in a universally praised quality of life continue to attract creative class and entrepreneurial talent, the people who can maintain a dynamic local economy even in the face of recessionary pressures. But Portland must also invest selectively in the ways it competes for new business growth, directing time and money to build on the city's undeniable strengths.
There is an ongoing effort to make things happen. That's that way all over the country. And all over the country, you don't see some of the programs that you see in Portland. You got to kind of step out there a little bit and make a difference. I want to be part of the decision making. You can't make decisions from the outside, but it's also got to be open from the inside, from the city side, to take and say, let's make a difference by bringing people aboard to make a decision and make that decision something that everybody buys into.
Portland is the American hub for activewear, home of longtime apparel and footwear pros. The deep talent pool inspires spin-offs and startups as well, and newer arrivals like New Zealand import Icebreaker.
We chose Portland for a few different reasons. One is it's focused on sustainability. It's ingrained in this culture and it's ingrained in our company and who we are. Secondly, this is the playground for which our product is worn and played in, so it's a natural. Also, just for talent, there's a great talent pool here in Portland, and Portland's a wonderful city to attract talent, especially talent that fits really well into who we are as a brand and the types of products that we design and produce. One of the opportunities that we have is to consolidate the industry and create some sort of, I don't know if it's an advisory panel or just to create a venue to where we can get together and share some ideas, non-competitive ideas, really ideas to benefit the entire industry, to benefit Portland's ability to get more of us here to Portland. But I do think that's one of the things that's lacking right now. We don't have that formalized process. I think a lot of us need to sit around the table and begin to start sharing some ideas. Again, on two things, focused on the business and how we can expand our businesses, and secondly is how we can make Portland a greater hub for our industry.
Many of the municipalities around the central core of Portland are also extremely friendly to business, and the city of Portland has become much better as a place to run a business as well. But for our business, the textile business is very focused here with very large companies having their design engines right here in Portland. So from that standpoint, it's a spectacular place to find great talent.
Poised to become the capital of the green economy, Portland has become the ultimate laboratory for innovations in alternative energy, green building, and green living, a center for the kind of expertise CH2M Hill offers. This full-service engineering and construction firm began in Oregon in 1946.
Our Pacific Northwest offices, and our Portland office specifically, because it's so large, is viewed as a leader in the firm when it comes to sustainability. The real challenge here is when we start comparing ourselves to Chicago or other cities and trying to outdo them. We can't. So we have to understand what's important to Portland. An example of net zero buildings is a great example where we said LEED is great. We've built a lot of reputation on our number of LEED buildings per capita and the expertise. We have a great cluster here in Portland doing the architecture and the planning for LEED. But net zero buildings and beyond is where we need to keep our focus and drive ourselves as a leader, not just in the United States, but in the world.
As the unofficial home of the open source software movement and a diverse technology-oriented workforce, Portland makes sense for relocations like Jive Software, which arrived in Portland from New York City with 3 people and big plans. After 2 city-assisted expansions, Jive Software is thriving, with 35% growth rates, 130-plus employees, and an exciting outlook from its new headquarters on the edge of Portland's Pearl District.
I think some of the best used dollars would go towards injecting some of the competitive DNA that we need to get some of these companies out of the entrepreneurial stage into the hyper-growth phase. So, I think the dollars spent are about recruiting people either through the university system or through the private venture community. Find ways to lure them to Portland, because that insertion of hyper-competitive DNA can mean, the difference between something that is a small entrepreneurial venture that sells for $10 million or the next Microsoft.
Challenge and opportunity are perhaps most evident in Portland's advanced manufacturing, where traditional industries meet green economy innovations. From the first U.S.-made streetcars to wind turbine components, Portland manufacturing has a unique position in the regional economy and many challenges to compete in a global one.
So what you see behind me, the streetcar, is one of our new generation products, along with things like renewable energy. We apply innovative techniques to our traditional manufacturing base to come up with new products and improved ways of building things here in the United States.
Oldest employees here for 30 years. Youngest employees here for 10 years. We pay good wages. Everybody here owns a home. So we actually have been really strong contributors to the community that way. So in my case, wood industry is down. How do you grow business or even maintain it? So I need to go find another market. I think that is the food service market. So that is the market we are going after right now. And also the architectural market. So finding these niche markets and getting yourself certified with them as a supplier, that is the challenge. But you know what? That's why I come to work every day. That's the fun part. If PDC has some kind of a marketing campaign for small businesses, that would probably help.
We think there are significant advantages to running our business from Portland, and so we've tried to leverage those in our lean manufacturing processes, in our innovation, in our speed to market, which we can do much, much better than most folks that have moved businesses to China or to elsewhere. As we pursue green initiatives or we pursue high-tech initiatives, we don't often think about or talk about often enough our manufacturing resources in this community. And our needs are unique, and would ask that our community leaders begin to understand those a bit better. It's an enthusiastic commitment to stay in this community. And I just hope that enthusiasm and that commitment can be met by our community leaders, our governmental leaders, and when we do, then that partnership will be so successful for both. I only wish that we had our 400 people in this building and you could see the families that we support and the diversity of people that we have in this company, and the heart and the soul of what Portland, Oregon is all about.
Few cities are as well positioned as Portland is to lead the development of the global green economy, with a balanced focus on job growth, innovation, and equality of economic opportunity. Supported by forward-thinking funding and partnerships across the public and private sectors, Portland can meet its goal to build the most sustainable economy in the world.
I'm